All right, let's check out what Tizo has to share. Look, guys, Eric stole this idea from me, obviously. But apparently, Eric July wrote Altona's character file. How do I know? It says, Dr. Daniels has a brilliant mind. Her IQ is nearly 140. We can learn a lot from her, how her mind works. Her eyesight suffers from nearsightedness. That's why they needed, the Saskas needed to know. They had to make sure they got that out correct. Which could be easily corrected. She's in excellent physical health and played soccer quite competitively at Florence Park Baptist University, where she also earned her PhD in physics, a superb candidate. So this is apparently inside the magazine, the Rippaverse. There's like a section where Lillian's like gossiping on people or some shit. And so I think that's part of that. I don't think that's part of the actual comic. And as you can see, Cato, that's right. Gooding's first name, guys, is Cato. C-A-T-O. Right, but you see how this is like, so you got the, what's presumably supposed to be the manila envelope. But then this picture is not in the envelope. It's like above the envelope. But you have, I don't know why there's a paperclip here. What is being paperclipped? To what?
It's just like clip art. It's a clip art of a folder, and they just typed over it, which also in some parts of it probably makes it hard to read. I can't tell from this picture, but
well, I gotta zoom in on it.
Like, put more effort into it than not at all. Like, make it from scratch and line the picture up with where the picture would be clipped with the paper clip and make it look like it's an actual folder you just opened and not just this lame thing.
Cato, that's not a name. Yes, it is. It's a name in the Rippaverse. So yeah, so that's the picture. And like I said, the paper clips here. Why is her birthday redacted? Guys, birthday redacted.
Not needed information. Because then it would date the universe. It would give a year to the universe, and he doesn't want to do that. It's something sandbox.
I guess, but I don't see how a Projaxis secured document, confidentiality notice, right? Like, hey, we're going to redact her birthday. And we don't want the other employees to know what her birthday is. It's got her marital status, widowed. Children, Vassie Daniels. What if there was no children? That doesn't seem like it should be like children, one, and then like child's name, Vassie, right? Like, seems weird. Emergency contact, Avery Silman. There's no number, guys. This is how you know they're at the Rippaverse. You don't just put emergency contact, then someone's name. You have to put like their number, their address, somehow to get a hold of them. Oh shit, Altona's having a heart attack. What's an emergency contact? Avery. Okay, but what's his number? No, it just says Avery. Silman says Silman. You got a phone book? Maybe we can look it up. No, she's dead. The relation, brother. Position, title. So, again, usually emergency contact would be at the end, right? I would imagine like the position title should be closer to the top of this document. Right? Employee name, Altona, title, position, what she does for the company. Why we're actually giving a shit about her before. Also, her height is 5'8". Just so you know. In case you were wondering. What up, TJ? You're back. I'm late, boys. What is this crap? This is
the
Altona
character bio file.
Yeah. Apparently it's in the Rippaverse. Yeah. It says the absence of a phone number wouldn't be a problem if it weren't basically a copy of a file in the office. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's supposed to be an office file, so they would have that stuff on it.
Man, for guys being involved in the comic book, you guys suck at marketing it. Damn it.
So yeah, so you got the even the start date redacted. They redacted all the dates. They don't want you that sandbox. Education, PhD in physics from Florence Park Baptist University. Notes: Dr. Altona Daniels has been, damn it, it's not my fault, guys. It's really crappy. Has been an extraordinary member of the Projex's team. She has a brilliant mind and an incredible talent for working with challenging personalities. She has led the charge in the cutting edge technologies, always bringing her projects and elevating her teams to the next level. This reads like someone who doesn't know how corporations work. It reads like somebody who doesn't understand like what her actual job is, right? Like me saying, "Oh man, she led her teams." This is like a speech you give before introducing someone at they're winning an Amway award, for example, right? They're like, "Oh, she's led her team with many differing personalities. She's able to bring people together to elevate projects." Like, no, this should be detailed, right? Because again, this is an internal document from Projexis. It should be like, her work on the blah 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 project really saved our butts because she was able to get the blah 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 fire to work, despite Dr. Zingzong saying that the blah 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 fire would never see the light of day or whatever it is that she fucking worked on. Right? Eric should know. He's the one who fucking wrote this shit. Agree? Disagree?
I agree.
Something, guys. Sometimes I just start talking. I feel like I need you to like, yeah, Tony, I agree, or no, you're an idiot.
It's just that I'm uninterested in Altona.
Robco says this looks like a letter of recommendation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like something that they would write internally to like on file to know about her. This looks like something you would write to show somebody else, like, oh, she's getting a job somewhere else. This is
exactly, yeah. Like none of this feels natural, right? Like it doesn't feel like it's in universe. It looks like a writer just wrote this.
Tony was so frustrated he turned on auto-tune for a second. Yeah. I don't know. All right. What else to say? Over the past 10 years, so we know she's worked there for 10 years. Dr. Daniels has blank, I can't see his thumbs in the way, herself to an irreplaceable blank, outstanding leadership blank, ushering the new age of all blank.
Oh my God.
Advancements for mankind.
Can I say this? This is women in STEM. You remember that trope? Her and Yaira. Women in STEM, guys.
Also, I don't know if you know this, but no company has a document that says, by the way, the left half you can read. You're fine to read it, but the right half, guys, the right half, don't read. Confidentiality notice. Only authorized personnel read beyond this point. Again, this tells me these are people that never work in a office.
Yeah, I've never seen in my entire life a document that says she's the best of the best.
Not just, but again,
showering her with compliments.
The idea of like, listen, we're honor system. Don't read beyond this point. It would just be a separate piece of paper.
Yeah, it would be a separate document, or the whole thing. It would say confidentiality notice on the whole thing, right? Like, do not share this with anyone outside the company. This is for internal use only, right? Because obviously you're supposed to expect whoever's reading this should be reading it, right? Because they're internal management or whatever. And anyone who shouldn't be reading it is obviously stealing it, right? Is someone who went into your files and shouldn't be looking at it, right? That's the assumption. But, just don't read. We're on the honor system, guys. Don't read this.
Look at this. She's an exceptional human specimen. Who writes that?
But who writes this? We're going to do a document on everybody in the company. And we're going to track whether or not they have XEPS abilities, right? Like Altona, none. That should be it. There should be nothing else.
That's it. The Geeks.
None observed. Yeah.
The
Dr. Altona Daniels. Dr. Altona Daniels has been under company observation since the beginning of her employment here. Why? Because she's black? You're watching her because she's black. If she was a white woman, you wouldn't be watching her.
Oh, shit.
What I'm saying is, hold on. It says here. That's all I'm saying. That's
Now I'm going to have to fast forward through that in the clip.
She's an exceptional human specimen. that sounds like someone has a thing for her. Like, man, she's got a fine ass. I know. We've been watching. She ain't got no except abilities, but man, that big old black booty.
Showering her
walking in the office, guys. Them legs. She got some titties. Like, who writes that shit? But she is without any special except abilities. Again, you heard that here when you said none. Right? That's it. Except abilities, none. All this other shit you didn't need. You know what this tells me? He wrote out a bunch of these in which he filled this out with abilities. Then he decided to write one for Altona. He's like, fuck, she don't got none. I'm going to have a bunch of, he didn't want a bunch of blank space. So he just like, oh, fuck, just say how she's really like cool and awesome. Like that makes sense.
The fact that he showered so much love to a side character is very bizarre to me.
She's not a side character. She's a main character.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
You don't put
Rippaverse, right? It's not the Rippaverse.
You don't put no strong black woman in the corner. Okay. She's got 140 IQ. Dr. Daniels has a brilliant mind. Her IQ is nearly 140. Guys, again, this is how retarded this is, right? We're doing a document. We're going to watch our employees. We're going to document and list all their abilities. We're going to list all the things about them because we want to have this, right, as a reference later on. At some point, we're like, hey, who should we kill? Who should we sacrifice to the great Satan of the Rippaverse? I know, Altona. She's got a 170 IQ or whatever, right? Exact details. You wouldn't put nearly 140. If she has a 137, you would put she has a 137 is still good, right? 138, 139. 135, anything above 120 is brilliant, right? So why are they like it's nearly 140? It's not quite. It's not.
You know who she reminds me of? Ironheart, Riri Williams.
Transhumanism opportunities. Dr. Daniels has a brilliant mind. Her IQ is nearly 140. We can learn a lot from her, from how her mind works. Her eyesight suffers from nearsightedness, which could easily be corrected.
Look at that. So the one character flaw that she has can also be easily corrected.
She's in excellent physical health and played soccer quite competitively.
Look at this.
Where she also earned her PhD in physics. A superb candidate. So if you don't know what transhumanism is, let me explain.
Oh,
basically, they want to turn Altona into a cyborg. You know, cyborg. Like So
my prediction of her becoming a superhero might actually be true.
Yeah, because being a transhuman means you're transitioning to something more than human. Yeah. Obviously, Geeks is a company trying to bridge the gap between humans and excepts, right? They got powers. We got to figure out how to give people powers to compete with them. I know, we'll make them into robots. As you do. Notes. Dr. Altona Daniels has a strong moral compass. She does not have sick days. All vacation time has been spent sparingly with her family. Wow, she's awesome. Guys, I never go to
every week.
I'd be the worst candidate. Like, Tony never shows up to work. He's always calling off. He's late when he does show up. He don't do shit. Why are we paying this guy? Somebody tell me, why are we paying this motherfucker? Oh, yeah, that's right. He's the only one that knows how to do that one thing on the computer. And so we kind of need him. Her only real time off was during the loss of her late husband, Harold. His name is Harold, guys.
Jesus, what's with the names? We went from Cato to Harold now.
That name is Harold Dole.
True? Harold Dole.
Who tragically lost his life on the work site due to a fire. While she has continued being a bright light at this company and for her young daughter.
Bright light of this company. Wonderful.
It is impossible to think that this loss has not affected her deep. Guys, now they're like psychoanalyzing her, like, oh, her husband died tragically in a fire on a work site. So
that's the second character flaw, apparently.
Trust me, when we do ours, when we do our little book with the characters, it's not going to be retarded like this. Also, it's going
Rest
to be
assured,
lined
our
up.
characters won't be that insufferable. Jesus Christ.